In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to do Facebook Oauth with Appwrite Web. By the end, you'll have Facebook sign-in configured inside your Appwrite project so users can authenticate with a single click. I'll walk you through the Appwrite console, where to find the settings, what each field means, and a few tips to avoid common pitfalls. You don't need to write any code in this walkthrough. We're focusing on the configuration you do in the dashboard. First, open the Appwrite Cloud Console and sign in. If you already have a project set up, great. Open it from your dashboard. If you don't, you can create a new project right here. Give it a clear name so you'll recognize it later and make sure it's set up for the web platform you're building for. Creating the project now ensures all the authentication settings we configure get tied to the correct place. Once your project is open, look to the left-hand navigation and find the Auth section. This is where you manage everything related to authentication, from email and password to Oauth providers. Click into Auth, then switch to the Settings tab at the top. The settings area is where Appwrite centralizes the toggles and credentials you'll need for external identity providers. Scroll down or locate the Oauth 2 providers section. Appwrite supports a range of providers, and we're going to enable Facebook. Click on Facebook to open its configuration panel. If this is the first time you're seeing it, don't worry. The fields are straightforward, and I'll explain what each one does so you know exactly what you're entering and why it matters. You'll see a place to add the app ID and the app secret. These values come from your Facebook app configuration in the Facebook Developer Portal. The app ID identifies your application to Facebook, and the app secret proves that your app is allowed to request authentication. Treat the secret like a password. Keep it safe and never expose it in your client-side code or commit it to version control. When you paste these values, double-check for any trailing spaces or invisible characters. Copy-paste errors are a common source of failed logins. Below those fields, Appwrite provides a redirect URI. This is extremely important. The redirect URI is the callback address that Facebook uses to send users back to your app after they approve the login. Copy this URI exactly as shown. You'll need to use this exact value when you configure the corresponding setting in your Facebook app, and any mismatch, even a missing slash, will cause the login flow to fail with a redirect or domain error. If you ever change domains or add additional environments, remember to keep these URIs aligned everywhere. With the app ID and app secret in place and the redirect URI copied for your records, click Update to save your changes. Saving is the moment Appwrite applies your configuration so the Facebook button becomes functional within your project's Oauth flows. If you navigate away without updating, the changes won't stick, so always confirm you see a success message or that the fields remain populated after a refresh. A quick word on troubleshooting. If you run into issues later, the most common culprits are a mismatched redirect URI, an app that's still in development mode on the Facebook side without proper testers added, or credentials pasted into the wrong project. Also ensure your Appwrite project has the correct web platform configured with your site's domain. OAuth flows rely on trusted origins, and domain mismatches can block the pop-up or redirect. Once everything is saved, your Appwrite project is ready to initiate Facebook OAuth from your web app. From here, your front end will trigger the sign-in using Appwrite's Web SDK, and users will be redirected to Facebook to grant access, then return to your app authenticated. That's it. You've set up Facebook OAuth and Appwrite using the console, with all the essential pieces configured correctly and securely.